Hi Dispatcher, I just watched your video regarding your ex-girlfriend, I presume you'd call her your ex-girlfriend, and your son Wayne, and I just wanted to comment that I just don't think you should be ashamed of anything you've done, and equally I don't think you should be ashamed of the fact that you're living with your parents, because at the end of the day, you know, if you've come out for a relationship, especially guys, I think they get a real harsh deal because women tend to keep the family home. And guys end up having to fend for themselves in a way, because you know women do tend to get away with a lot nowadays. But yeah, equally I think what she's done is absolutely disgusting, and I don't think there's any justification for what she's done. I think it's very disturbing the fact that she's left your son with you and not told you where she's at, and equally the no contact thing is just bizarre. If I was a mother, I would never ever leave my children unnecessarily, and equally if I was getting married I'd want my own son to be there. Hence I haven't got children, because I want to be a responsible parent, and I feel that when the time comes, if and when the time comes that I would want a family, I want to be there 100% for them. I'd be a bit concerned about your son and his feelings towards the whole thing as well. I understand that he's very young obviously at the moment, but you know, it's not fair on him, and it's probably very confusing for him, and I think he probably needs a lot of love and attention at the moment, because if she has got a new boyfriend and she's just got married, I get the feeling that she's probably going to be focused more on that than him, by the sounds of what you're saying about her. Your parents have obviously been very good, and they were obviously very good parents to you as well, and very good grandparents to your son. And you shouldn't feel guilty about working, because at the end of the day you need to earn the money to support him and obviously yourself, and to pay the rent or what have you at your family home. So I don't think you should be disgusted by yourself. I don't think that she's done herself any favours at all. The chances with relationships nowadays are not so great, are they? I mean 2 out of 3, they say, don't survive. So that's really large statistics to say that even her and her current partner won't last a distance. And I think that she needs her priorities straightened up. I mean, your son, her flesh and blood, is far, far more important than any other man in the world. And she's obviously not realising that. I equally think that your priority should be with your son, and his feelings and his happiness, I suppose, and make sure that he's okay and he's happy and nothing's disturbing him over this situation. And when in his company you should be quite civil to each other, because there's nothing, I mean we've all got screwed up lives, I suppose, to a certain degree. I mean, we can all blame our parents for certain things in our lives, and it'd be such a sad thing for your son to look back and think that daddy didn't do or did do. So I think really your priorities are with his feelings and emotions for later life. I think regretting the situation is pointless. It's done. It happened. You now have a beautiful son that is there in your life, and that's something positive that's come out of the relationship. It shouldn't be a negative thing, and you should be there for him, and hopefully you'll build a strong relationship, so in the future you have that bond as father and son despite your ex-partner. Keep it civil, be polite, don't be taken advantage of, and lay the law down to a point. You know, at the end of the day, you're a working man, you've got your own life as well, and just make sure that everything you do is with your son at, you know, the top of your priorities, rather than her situation or her wants. It should be with what your son would need in that current situation, and don't let her manipulate you over your son. Women can be very manipulative, and you've just got to be a little bit clued up. So I think, to round it up, you can't do anything now about the situation. It's done, it's dusted. Bite the bullet, put it down to an experience, learn from it, move on. You got to spend some quality time with your son, and also your parents got to spend time with him, which maybe they wouldn't have before. And I think in the future, hopefully, he'll turn out to be an intelligent child and realise the situation and predicaments you've been in the past. And hopefully you will gather a strong relationship with him, and you'll be pretty damn close, which would be lovely. I don't think there's anything else you can do really, but maybe just learn from the experience that you've just had. Anyway, that's really my advice. It's not very good, but that's my advice. Okay, take care, bye bye.